every turn a promise we keep. PK Adventure travels in our hearts. Every journey a brand new start. Laughs and smiles on every side. Till the fun come for the ride. Island hopping, here we come. Sunny skies and beating drums. Finding treasures new and old. Endless stories get untold. Campfire glow under the stars. Whispers of the moonlit stars. In every corner secret calls. The world awaits in wonder it unfolds. PK Adventure travels in our hearts. Every journey a brand new start. Laughs and smiles on every side. Join the fun, come for the ride.
Well, hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. So welcome into the show. Welcome in. It is Hump Day.
Hump Day.
And it is PKAT Chat time. So today we will be talking about cruise segments. So what is a cruise segment? That's a good question. And that's what we're talking about today.
What's a cruise segment there?
Yes. So it's basically to get you all set up here before we welcome everybody in the chat. Cruise segments is the lingo that is used in the cruising industry to describe the different tiers of cruising, from your basic, which is called contemporary, up to your super luxurious lines and river cruises. So the cruise lines are broken down into really 5 different categories. And that is dependent on, I guess, the type of service you get, the quality of food that you get, and the experience that you're going for and looking for.
And the price tag.
And yes, most importantly, the price tag. So we're going to be breaking that down for you guys today, giving you some examples on the different levels and then the lines that fall within those levels and what you can expect. And so that's kind of what our poll is as well. So I put a couple of examples in each of the categories there. And as we go through, again, we'll talk more. So let's get this shindig started, right?
Whatever you want, babes. Let's go.
That's right. So if this is your first time here, welcome, welcome, welcome. And thank you. I am one of your hosts, Ryan, here with PK Adventure Travels. You like how I say that now? That's how like I do it with my cruise news. I get the little inflection, make it sound hip and stuff. And alongside me, as always, is my wifey poo.
No.
Melinda. And then across, wait, I've always got to remember it's always reversed. Wait, no.
This way.
That way. Wait, no. No, I was right. That way is the K of TK, Christine. And we have an MIA person who is working
real hard.
Real hard.
Yes. So we are missing CJ tonight, but he has important matters that he must catch up with.
I hope he sees this. He's got to catch them all.
You got to catch them all.
Okay.
But anyway, welcome in again. If you have not subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything. It only takes a heartbeat.
And yes, please try to make sure you like and subscribe to our channel because we are getting so close to a milestone.
So close.
Very close.
We are very close. I have to look again, but the last time I looked about 30 minutes ago.
973.
Oh, it's 973. So we are so close to that magic 1,000. So thank you all who have joined and helped us out. And also, before we head on, if you're looking to take that next step, consider hitting the join button. That also helps the channel grow, and we would appreciate any support. But thank you guys just for being here. That's support enough. And if you're here for the replay, make sure you hit that hashtag replay so we know you were here. But before we get into chatting about cruise segments, let us welcome in everyone. So first up is Jaden.so428.
Hey,
How you doing? So thank you for popping in. Do you know who that is, Christine?
Oh, I know who Smalls is.
Oh.
Hold on, I give her a good one.
Yep. And we have, oh my goodness, look at that. You're in two places at once, Christine. You're so talented.
I know. Wow. It's magic.
Right. And then we have Smalls. Oh, yeah, that one you guys like. Because that's where you are, aren't you, Smalls?
Smalls.
You are.
welcome, foolish mortals.
And then we have Whatever Floats Your Boat. Thank you for coming in.
Welcome to the party, pal.
Oh my God.
We'll have to work on getting a couple new ones up.
Yeah, or have to work up. And that's all we have right now. We have some chatter going on. So excellent. So remember, if this is the first time in the chat and you want to connect with others, hit that hashtag, or as us millennial, not what? Oh my God, did I call myself a millennial almost by accident?
We're not millennials.
No, Gen Xers.
You're an Xer.
The
Xer.
the last bed's intergeneration.
It is pound. It is pound PK.
It is pound.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, welcome in everybody. All right, so
Wait.
yeah, let's get this. Wait. Okay, hold.
Before we go too far, I just would like to, I promised I'd give a shout out to my girls coming from the happiest place on earth. Faith and Haley are watching tonight.
Excellent.
Love you.
We love you, kids. You always do it wrong. You have to do it like more hands because it doesn't pick it up.
They have their own little channel going while they're doing the Disney College program. Sorry about that. It's called Faith and Haley's Disney Diaries.
Aw, cute name.
Cute.
So if you want to check out their channel, they're posting.
Drop their link. So how do they drop their link?
Well, their name is right there. I don't know if they are gotten that far, but they'll be posting all their adventures while they're doing the college program.
Ryan's fixing it.
Well, I'm looking to see.
Yeah. But anyway,
Thanks, Ryan.
So as Ryan figures that out, we're going to talk about cruise segments. Sorry. And the first one we're going to talk about is probably the most popular one that most people actually sail on, and that's the contemporary. So the contemporary is, for example, is cruise lines like Royal Caribbean, Carnival, Norwegian, MSC. They're going to be your masses, your big ships, your mass ships, and they're going to be like your most bang for buck, basically. So your service level is going to be, average. It's going to cater to families. It's going to cater to active people and active lifestyle. So, and it's basically your affordable cruises. So that's what mostly that Ryan and I have been traveling on is Carnival, Royal, MSC, and then Christine. I knew you could probably speak on the next category, but yeah, the affordable vacation. Most of these go to the Caribbean, Alaska, some of your very popular destination resorts.
Yep. And we will officially be on MSC actually this November. And we'll talk about that a little bit more in our program. You like that, how I turned into my radio voice, my DJ voice?
Huh.
So anyway, and you know what I find interesting as well is when it comes to the contemporary, again, that's the one that everyone's heard of. And one of the cruise lines that are actually in the contemporary, I thought was more along the premium level, which is Norwegian. Because everything I'm hearing about Norwegian Cruise Line is it's a step above Royal and Carnival and MSC and Margaritaville, things like that. But it is still technically within that contemporary category. And if you've never cruised before, it's still going to be an amazing experience because they still wait on you hand and foot.
Right.
But as we go through, we'll talk about some of the differences that you'll start to notice and start to see.
Yeah, the service is going to be different.
Mhm.
The food's going to be different. Your rooms are going to be different. The itinerary is going to be different. The price point's going to be different, like we mentioned before.
Yep, and that's again another thing that will be noticeable is the activities that are on board and the type of atmosphere that you experience. So
on these, you also get like cruise directors and stuff like that. You have planned activities and stuff like that we notice.
yeah. So I'm going to put this in the chat for everyone.
It's funny. I'm sitting here looking at the different levels again, and I have more experience on premium levels than I thought.
Right?
And I have family who have been on luxury and river.
Yep. So we will definitely leverage your expertise as we get up into the levels.
I wouldn't say I'm an expert, but okay, guys.
Well, you have more than we have.
Yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, contemporary. That's the one everybody knows. That's the one that you see out there in mainstream. Again, Royal, Norwegian, Carnival, MSC, Margaritaville, at sea is now considered that as well. And honestly, I don't think it's on here, but I think Virgin is either contemporary or borderline premium. I think
that's more premium in my opinion.
So.
Well, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I would say that's more premium because how it caters to individuals.
Mm-hmm.
Would Margaritaville be in contemporary as well?
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. And contemporary, as far as itineraries, that's the most popular areas, Caribbean, Mexico, Alaska, Europe, the mainstream areas. And it's really a casual atmosphere for the most part.
Yeah, you don't have to get too dressed up. I mean, you can go to the dining room for the most part, as long as you're not wearing a bathing suit and like cut off, sleeveless shirts and stuff like some people. Yeah,
formal nights, for instance, on Royal and on Carnival. Yeah, formal nights on these are suggestions. more likely, yes. For instance, I used to get into tuxedo, and then it went to a suit. Then it just went to a long sleeve shirt and tie, and then it was no tie. And now it's a pair of long khakis with sneakers and just like a Florida, Hawaii style button down shirt.
Yeah.
And that's what I do on these. But as we start to move over and up, that kind of expectation changes.
Right. So, for example, the next, are we done with that category?
Yeah, we can move up to the next year.
So the next category is premium, which, for example, the cruise lines would be Princess Cruises, Celebrity Cruises, Holland America, and Disney Cruise Line.
Yep. Now, before we get too far into that, though, we did have a new sub come in. We actually linked up earlier today. So, hi, Dirt Diggers UK.
Hey.
Welcome, foolish mortals.
So he's got a really cool channel too. He does a lot of now I'm going blank, metal detectors and all that. Looking for
Very
stuff on
cool.
the beaches and into old memorials and stuff like that. So he's got some cool stuff.
Ooh, CJ would really like that channel.
Yeah.
Oh, we appreciate it.
So thanks for coming in.
you.
Thanks for coming in. All right, so let's keep on going. So yeah, premium is now our next step up.
So premium actually still targets your families, more your middle-age, first-time cruisers, and then multi-generation groups too. That's what they target. So, but I'm gonna let Christine take over a little bit because she's been on at least a celebrity cruise, and I think a princess, right?
I've been on 3.
Okay.
I've been Princess, Celebrity, and Disney.
Look at you.
Oh, fancy.
Yeah.
Let me fix my fake tie.
So what's the
Let
biggest?
me just put on my tiara because I am the heir of cruising royalty.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Senior, Mr. and Mrs. K.
Yes. CJ's parents are like whatever the top level is on pretty much every cruise line. They're
Times
either
that by
there
2
or
or
even
3.
further past that.
Yeah. Times it by 2 or 3.
Right.
So we can start with Disney. Disney, yeah, I would say it's premium. It's very family friendly, obviously. It is costly as well. Um, there's a ton to do for the kids, and if you love Disney, it's great. But as someone who at
Likes
the
to gamble.
time Disney's cool, but when we went, we weren't like annual pass holders. We weren't into Disney as much as we were. We were like once a year people, and then after the cruise, we're like every weekend Disney people. But or now they live there, Disney people. Um, but at the time, I'd say it was kind of boring for CJ and I, and even the kids were in high school. They were kind of bored. My niece and nephew loved it. Their activities or their kids clubs are great. The food was very good. Um, let's see, they do a lot of pictures, a lot of activities, and there was no casino, and at the time drinks were limited.
Yeah, because again, it's luxury because it's or not luxury, it's premium because it's Disney. But
Right.
again, it's also on the kids, and
Right.
that is why they eliminate the casino and a lot of smoking and a lot of drinks because it is more kid friendly.
Right. Celebrity, I went with the queen herself, uh, Mrs. KK. We happen to have the same initials. Now that was great. I had to work on that entire cruise. That was right after hurricane. My father-in-law couldn't go, so I went in his place. And I mean, if you're on a celebrity cruise just hanging, it's really cool. The food was great. The specialty restaurants are a little elevated. You have more main dining room options. So it's not just the main dining room. Depending on what category of a room you have, you also have a separate dining room. So like the spa has a spa dining room, the suites have a suite dining room, concierge has a concierge dining room. So there's more options where you don't have to eat with like the main group. Everything is a little bit like we had, you can choose your own pillows, you can choose your own sheets, you can choose your own soap. Like they give you lots of different options there. A coffee bar, which I know for me at least, I'm at a coffee bar 24/7. On a contemporary cruise, you walk up to the bar or to the coffee spot, they bring you your coffee. On the premium cruises, the coffee bar is literally a bar. You can walk up and order your coffee, or you can sit down and they come to you and you can order your coffee or your alcoholic coffee drinks. Uh,
Cool.
Again, I happen to be with royalty there, so everything for me on this celebrity was a little more elevated than your average person.
Nice. Before we move on, though, we have a super sticker.
Oh, you go, girl, you go.
So with that, you get this.
Oh,
Whoa! Thanks for the super chat, dude. You're like totally gnarly, and that was radical. Like, seriously, dude.
Oh, thanks a megaton for the super chat. That was totally clutch on your so bodacious. What? You're a true legend.
Wow. She don't know bodacious, dudes.
Bodacious.
That's great.
my God.
Yep.
That's so
Uh,
embarrassing.
It's so
That's
awesome.
great. So great. Oh, Faith said that the cruise was fire. I guess she's talking about the Disney cruise.
Mm, nice.
From what I remember,
Hmm.
from what I remember, they were complaining a lot. But anyways, and then Princess, again, it's elevated. The ships don't have as much for the kids to do. Neither does Celebrity. They do have the kids club or whatever, but there's no real slides. There's no bumper cars, that kind of thing. The kids still have a great time because there's plenty of activities, but it is more elevated for Gen Xers now, not just the baby boomers.
Yes. Welcome in, M. Thanks.
Hey,
Hey, Em, how you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing? Now I can actually speak to Princess. Mel can't because she didn't get her credentials moved over. But
Right.
I forgot. Oh, come on, really?
Something happened.
Here we go. But that video is coming out this Saturday. I did a travel agent tour on a Princess, and so I can tell you just from eating in the main dining room, because we got to try that steak was well above anything I got in the dining room on Carnival or Royal. Maybe not as good as the specialty restaurants on Royal with chops, or even the Fahrenheit 555 steakhouse, but it was definitely, very, very close to that level. And that was just the main dining room on Princess. It was fabulous. And, tablecloths, where if you go on a contemporary, a lot of contemporary ones don't have tablecloths anymore. I know Carnival got rid of it years ago. But Royal still has it.
MSC actually still has it.
So,
yeah.
But it was, good to see that kind of updated. And, they even had the guys that would come around with the little silver scraper and scrape the breadcrumbs off the table as you're eating. So that's something you generally don't see on the contemporary. They
used to.
But it's just
another thing that they had on the premiums is they still light things on fire. You can still have whatever that dessert is.
The Alaskan, the baked Alaska.
Yep. And they cooked lobster tail in front of us with, they cook more in front of you on those ships.
The hard workers here.
Oh, look at that. The hard workers
here. Here he is in the bathtub. I love it.
Just got off my. I'm sorry. I just got off my shit back there.
That's great.
What kind of ship is that? Is it a luxury?
That's the Titanic.
No, I'm saying, is it a luxury ship?
So it's a sinkable ship.
It is. It was luxury at one time.
Yeah.
So speaking of Princess and cruising with royalty, if you ask us in mid-October, CJ and I will be cruising with the King and Queen themselves on Princess in Norway. That should be a cruise to remember.
Yeah.
With and again, we're cruising with the big kahunas, so there's some perks.
That'll be cool. Got someone else who's popped in. So before we go on, welcome in KK's Travel and Education.
Yo.
Hello.
So, so again, you'll start to see that level of service creep up, as you move further and further along the, segments, cruise line segments in the lake.
All right. Well, the next up is Deluxe, and I don't think any of us has actually been on any of these ships.
We have not yet.
So these ships are the Oceana, Conard, and what is it?
Asmara.
Asmara
Club.
So those are typically like smaller ship. You have more unique destinations, a little bit more custom experience, if you will. So they're considered more upscale.
Yep. These are the ones that start to branch out now to, the Greek Isles, or up through the fjords where the bigger ships can't get, or down in the Galapagos Islands.
The Arctic.
Yeah, the Arctic area.
More exotic.
Yeah, the Antarctic. Yeah.
Antarctic, my bad, dear.
Yeah.
The southern one.
Yes.
Oh, say hello to your girls, CJ.
Yes, I know. I know they're watching. I was watching you guys while I was taking care of the
Did you see us making fun of you working hard?
Yes.
Yes, I absolutely did. Yep.
Good, you saw it. Okay, so these are typically not going to be your first time cruisers. They're going to be more experienced. They've been there, done that. They want something different. So this is them, branching out, basically.
Yep, and it's going to be more subdued on board as well. So you're not going to have all the flashy parties and
no 80s
toga parties and midnight this and the what do they call it, the family or the adult scavenger hunt stuff. It's
right.
At this point, it is back to like the old school cruising, where when you do go to dinner every night, it is in a very nice attire with a shirt and tie just for regular dining, and then going all out again for your formal nights.
I'm not even sure you might have a cruise director or anything because you don't have planned activities probably. Just maybe a couple things coordinated as a group, maybe more educational kind of seminars and stuff like that.
Yep, absolutely. Oh, we got M&T who's come in, so thanks for coming in, M&T.
Cool.
Living
Hi.
it.
Next up is luxury.
So luxury gets into the cruise lines that if you have to ask, how much is this cruise? This is not the cruise.
Not the
line
right
for you.
cruise for you.
Yeah.
It is more the where do you want to go? All right, we'll tell you where do you want to go and what room do you want, and then we'll tell you what the price is.
Yeah.
After that.
Something like that. Something like that. Yeah.
But we're looking at Regent Seven Seas, Seabourn, Silver Sea cruise lines, and then Crystal Cruises. So now some of those, yes, that's a little far fetched. But from what I understand, like the Seabourn is, not really a quoted up. It's like this is what it's going to be, and the price is what the price is. But those are again smaller ships, again more upscale locations, more exotic locations.
The food is probably more like elegant, more refined, and cuisines and stuff. More upscale, not chicken nuggets.
Definitely not chicken nuggets.
So my neighbor was the vice president of marketing for Silver Seas. So my parents and my neighbors went on many of Silver Seas cruises for friends and family. Yes, you do get a quote. You don't just pick your price. They send you a whole booklet, and then they do a presentation to get on the ship. I wouldn't say the ships are necessarily smaller per se, because the ships my mom and dad went on with our neighbor were like Independence of the Seas size.
Okay.
So not too small, but not overly big.
Maybe 1,000.
Yeah, a couple thousand. There are still some activities, but you're right. There are going to be more talks, maybe some trivia. Certainly not a belly flop.
Right.
The food is elevated. Everything is elevated. You can get caviar and all the fancy.
I'm sure the
things that
rooms
you
are
want.
too.
The rooms are very elevated. Everybody gets like their own genie, if you will. Like Royal has a genie. So you get like one genie to 7 rooms or so. So he's your concierge. And when you book a cruise with them though, it's flight, transportation, food, excursions, everything's included, alcohol, internet, you name it, one price for absolutely everything.
Yeah. And that's what you'll start to see as you move up. More and more gets
Yeah.
included with the price. It might be a little bit more or a heck of a lot more,
Right.
but you're getting a lot included in that price.
Yeah.
And most of these luxury cruises are not here. They're mainly overseas. 9 times out of, 100 times when my parents went on Silver Seas, it was out of Spain
Or some other European or Mediterranean.
or some other Mediterranean area. They did Greece, Paris, Italy. Yeah, I can't even name all the places my parents went on Silver Seas, but it was a lot.
And I want to say when we were in Alaska, I think we saw a Silver Sea, or was it Seabourn? It was either Seabourn or Silver
I think it was
Sea.
Seabourn.
I
It was
thought it was
Seabourn.
Seabourn.
Yeah, I'm
Seabourn,
pretty sure it was Seabourn.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so these ships are a little bit smaller, so they can get in those more exotic, little smaller ports that the big ones can't get into.
Right, right.
and it's not just the service that you'll notice, but the quality of the ship as well. They'll do just little things to enhance it. It's kind of like when you look at, I know we're not on our RV, but it's like when you look at the Class A's and it's like, why is this one 100,000 and this one's 500,000? Well,
Right.
LED lights that are all over here. Instead of it being a laminate countertop, it's a thin slice of granite that's still, giving that little extra up. It's this little gold fringe,
Or lighted quartz.
or lighted this. So you'll start to see a lot of little nuances.
Thank you. I thought I
that
muted.
are added.
That's fine. I still saw you sneeze. I still gotta
Oh.
bless you.
Okay, thanks.
But yeah, it's, like you said, it's the ships. The ships are better quality. They're higher end. They're gold plated this, gold plated that. I don't know.
Yep.
I don't really know how they decorate those. I've never been on one.
No, they're not gold plated.
They're probably a little bit upgraded.
Yeah.
I've seen pictures. To be honest with you, I'd say they're kind of like celebrity or Norwegian maybe, in their decor. Yes, their light fixtures and things are like real crystals and such like that. But you know, a cruise ship is a cruise ship. Some of them may look fancy or I don't know. I kind of equate it to a hotel, right? A hotel is a hotel. Any brand of Hilton, they're all gonna kind of look the same, whether it's luxury or not. They all have something that's the same feature. I think that's the same with like Royal, because you think about it, Royal, Celebrity, Silver Seas, they're all the same.
Mm-hmm.
So they're all gonna have a little bit of the same something, whether it's the carpet, the wallpaper, what have you.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And I do know the luxury ones, that's when we start getting into more unique ships too. Those are like the smaller yachts that go around certain areas.
Ritz-Carlton should be on this list.
Yeah, Ritz-Carlton as well should be on the luxury. But
I
those
didn't
are
even
the
know they
ones
had
that are
those.
like 900 people or 500
less.
people. We've seen some, you know,
Yeah.
or 150 people.
Mhm.
So, but you'll start to get into more unique boat designs versus the mega liners we're all used
Yeah.
to seeing contemporary.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, before we hit our last segment and then wrap things up, we have something coming up later this year. Watch this, everyone.
Attention all adventurers and travel lovers. Are you ready to embark on the ultimate getaway? Join PK Adventure Travels for an unforgettable group cruise aboard the brand new MSC World America, a ship that redefines luxury and adventure on the high seas. This is a 7-night Caribbean cruise departing from vibrant Miami, Florida on November 22nd, 2025. Imagine spending Thanksgiving week surrounded by turquoise waters, warm sunshine, and breathtaking destinations. Here's what's in store. Explore the tropical paradise of Roatan, Honduras. Discover the stunning beauty of Costa Maya, Mexico. Dive into the vibrant culture and crystal clear waters of Cozumel, Mexico. And enjoy pure relaxation on MSC's private island, Ocean Cay, where white sand beaches and exclusive experiences await. You don't want to miss this opportunity to cruise, connect, and create memories with like-minded travelers. Whether you're looking for adventure, relaxation, or both, this cruise has it all. Spaces are limited, and this is your chance to sail with PK Adventure Travels and experience the Caribbean like never before. Call now or visit us online to reserve your spot. The countdown to your dream vacation starts now.
Kick it in.
All right. Well, while we were running the ad, we had a few people show up. So welcome, Cheryl and Jeremy.
Hello there. Hey, guys.
Hi, everybody.
And then
Okay,
we
I
also
was late.
have Tony
I was
from
late
Cruising
too.
with Calandra.
Welcome to the party, pal.
Well, now that Tony's in, we are having a special episode next Monday, 8 p.m. And we will actually have a panel. And Tony from Cruising with Calandra, who does amazing drone work up there out of New Jersey, New York area, will be our guest. And we're going to talk drones and cruising. So make sure you guys come back and hang out with that. Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time.
And if you have any questions you want us to ask him, send them our way.
Yeah. Or be there in the chat and ask him, and we'll answer it in real time.
Yeah.
And then we also have foodies. No problem, foodies. Thanks for coming in.
How you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing? How you doing?
Where'd my puppy go? He moved.
Yeah. There we go. And then we also have Cruise Bolero that's come in. Thanks for coming in.
Welcome to the party, pal.
So, yes. So as far as later this year, again, we've got that new MSC World America group cruise. I'm sure the rates are going to start going up. They're already going up now.
Especially after that Super Bowl commercial for that.
That's right.
Especially
Drew
after the
Barrymore
Super
was
Bowl.
on the ship.
Yeah. And Orlando Bloom.
I didn't see
tell me about it. Yeah, he was the one that they were bouncing off of. It was Orlando Bloom and
yeah.
But anyway, I just looked before we started the show, and we are still at roughly $300 to $400 cheaper per person. So we're talking like 6 to 8 per cabin than what the going rate is, and it's only going to go up because it is during Thanksgiving.
Yes. So if you don't want to cook for all those lazy bums in your house, go on a cruise.
Yep. So go on a cruise, and we're going to have some fun. And this is going to be a good one because, as you saw, if you saw the commercials, they really tried to update their newest ship with the World America to incorporate a lot more of the designs that American-based ships have. So it's not just a European ship that has been moved over to the stateside. They've started to incorporate some of the things you see on the other ships. So it's going to be really cool to see. So yeah, if you guys want to get into that, then just take a look in the description. We've got links for Mel and I, and we can get you a quote and get you all squared away. I do know with Expedia and the group cruise we have set up, you're going to at least get a $50 onboard credit per cabin. That's included with the rates, and the rates that we have do already include gratuities. So everything you see
and
on our Facebook page has got all that included in there.
And MSC matches other cruise line statuses.
Yes. So you can get a status match for whatever your highest level is on whatever other cruise line with MSC. So we were able to get our diamond status from Royal, which is our highest tier. Even though we're platinum on Carnival, diamond got a little bit better perks up on MSC. So we're their gold level or whatever the second to top level is on MSC. So very good perks. Let us know if you want to go, and we'll get you all squared away.
Did we ever do a live on that? How Ryan and Melinda got to diamond in a year and a half?
We've talked about it.
We've talked about it here and there, but we haven't done a whole live. But
yeah,
the secret. The secret was capitalizing on a global pandemic.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So unless there's another one of those, I don't foresee anybody can do it the same way.
Yes. But yes, M&T Living It. Yes, they are trying to, really take off in the market. And one of the way they're doing that in the U.S. is by absolutely doing a status match. And you could just go on MSC.com and literally type in status match.
Yeah, they don't make it easy to find, so you have to look for it.
Yep. But once you find it, it's pretty easy. You basically, I think all we did was a screenshot of our top level with Royal, and I sent it over there. And a week or so later, they were like, all right, here's your Captain's Club or whatever it's called, the MSC Loyalty Club, and this is what your tier is.
Yeah, I think it was less than a week when my brother and my sister-in-law just did it.
Yep.
They're going with us too.
And as long as you do the status match before you get on the ship, you're good. So you can book now, which is what your brother's doing. And it's still got status matched afterwards. Again, whatever it is when you actually get on the ship is what it'll be. So don't let that hold you up, but let us know.
Okay. Well, last category.
All right. The last but not least, which I definitely want to do, but it is a 100% different approach to cruising than all of the other ones that we've just talked about.
And there's also a contemporary cruise line that's entering this market actually next year.
Yes. So the last location is
river cruises.
Yes, river cruises.
Yeah, and Celebrity's actually going to start doing river cruises in, I believe, 2026. So that's going to be interesting to see. Is it 26 or 27?
I want to say 27. They're going to start booking in 26, though.
Okay, so it's coming.
But it's coming, yes. They are building their first river cruises, and they are going to start in Europe because that's where most of the, unbelievable cruises are with the river lines. So that's coming. So it's technically going to be a premium line doing a river, luxury plus itinerary.
Yeah, and most of these river cruises are in Europe because you're visiting multiple cities along a river, obviously.
Yeah.
And there's not planned activities. There's no cruise director. There's usually not any dance parties. It is very, the cruise itself is pretty much your entertainment.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. And the other thing is with river cruises, every room is a balcony because the whole thing is about seeing both sides of the river and seeing the towns you go through, the mountain passes you might go, on the bottom, the low bridges that some are so low that you have to stay off the top deck and they have to take the chairs down to go underneath.
Yeah, lower the antenna.
Yeah, I was gonna say we saw one episode where the captain basically has a water bottle up on deck, and he knows if the water bottle falls down, he's got to stop before he gets to the captain's little bridge area. Otherwise, he's going to crash into the bridge, and that happens if there's a lot of water that's come and the river's risen too much to clear the low bridges, which I'm like, wow,
that's crazy.
Talk about old school trying not to crash the boat. A water bottle. Oh man. But yeah, so these are going to be your Viking river cruises, AMA Waterway, Uniworld River Cruises, Avalon Waterways, Scenic, Emerald Waterways, and as Mel said, Celebrity starting in 2027.
Right. Yeah, this is typically going to target older people because river cruises, it's an older crowd. You're diving in more into the destination. You're diving into more of the culture of the places you're going. It's more, in my opinion, more educational. You're getting more into the culture area, basically. You're not just visiting something for a couple hours and then taking off.
Yeah. All right. So before we move on, we actually have a couple of questions and observations that have pulled up here. So number one, Cruising with Kalanda has got, he's actually going on the World America, I'm pretty sure, this year. So he's inaugural, right? Was that you, Tony, that was going on the World America inaugural?
I think you told me that.
I think so.
Mm-hmm. Compare notes.
Yeah. And then Foodies where was Foodies? I just saw it. You're killing me, chat.
She's great, by the way. If you haven't watched her live, please do.
Yes.
Oh, and she's going to make a list of everybody's group cruises.
Yes. But she was saying she didn't have to cook. So yes, please. So yes, if you want to come, let us know. That's one of the reasons why we're going on the cruise. So we can't.
Because this past year is the last year I think we're going to get Cracker Barrel because it's gotten so expensive.
Yeah.
Because we just buy Cracker Barrel and then just bring like one of our favorite sides or desserts. So we don't really cook. We just kind of heat up everything.
Yeah. Pretty much.
But it got too expensive this year, and we decided not to do it.
There it is. Foodie's Vacation. That's what I was looking for. No cooking? Sold. I know, right?
Yeah.
Let them do it. And if I remember correctly, I have to double check, but I'm pretty sure we chose this itinerary because Thanksgiving was on a sea day. So we'd have Thanksgiving dinner while we're on a sea day.
Yeah, if you've never been on a cruise with a holiday, it's actually pretty cool.
It is.
It's always interesting seeing, like, from whatever country you're from and how you celebrate Thanksgiving. How does the cruise line interpret it, when you're on there? As far as for us, turkey, mashed potatoes, gravy, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So,
or you can have steak, lobster, shrimp, cocktails.
Yep. So M&T Living It, they normally do Royal. Mel and I started with Carnival forever until we met CJ and Christine, and we tried to get them to go with Carnival with us, and Mr. Nose in the Air was like, I can't bring myself to get on that style ship. You guys need to come to Royal, and now we're hooked on Royal.
It's okay. We're top tier in Carnival and top tier in Royal. Move on to the next cruise line, we'll top tier that.
Yeah. And it depends on what you get. I think the one that we have, which is this 15-button stream deck, was what, $150, I think? Roughly $150.
Sure.
So that's $15 per button.
Yeah, pretty much $15. But they do have a little like 991 as well. That's a little bit cheaper.
Bazinga!
There's an app for that too.
Yes.
Cheryl and Jeremy use the app.
Yep, they use the app, and I think that's I want to say $50 one-time purchase, maybe. And it's all on your iPhone, and you would have basically you would have the layout here interpreted on your iPhone with buttons that you can customize just like you can this Stream Deck itself.
We have a few more comments here too.
All right, let's answer and look at comments.
I don't know where you
then.
stopped though.
I think right around where you were. So yeah.
Who's vacation? Hello.
That we already saw that one. M&T.
Whatever floats your boat. So we've been on a few Royal Cruises and still a gold
Just
status.
click on it, yeah.
You should have went during the pandemic.
Yeah, right. Quadruple points.
So,
Yeah.
So one more. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, get yourself up one more. And then,
and how would you not want to cruise with these people?
oh,
We're fun to cruise with.
we have somebody new that's popped in here as well. So
Hello.
welcome in,
Hey.
Yoshi family.
Hey.
Let's see. And then KKS Travels Education Blog was back.
Thank you for coming back. Thank
We
you for coming
appreciate
back.
it.
Hey.
Definitely people saying hi's out there.
And then Foodie's Vacation said they'd love to see your face, Christine.
Aw, we love seeing your face too.
Yes. So how are we doing there?
How we doing, everybody? Well,
Yeah.
it's Wednesday. It's a day.
Yep, it's a day.
It was
Tomorrow's my Friday. Very excited.
Oh, sweet.
Cruising May. Cruising May.
So where are you going, KKs?
Yeah.
Let us know. So, so one of the things that we definitely want to do is, try that river cruise, because I think that would be a cool thing to experience. And with that, what you'll find as well when you do the river cruise, you spend a lot more time in port as well, since that's the whole draw. So you'll have a couple of hours on the river. I understand sometimes it's a parking lot, especially if you're having to go through the levees or locks,
Yeah.
because you're going to have to go up and down in elevation, and sometimes it just backs up. And if you don't get there at a certain time, then you're done. So I'm trying to remember. It might have been a show we saw with Viking that showed that was a problem, and they had to get to a certain place, but there was a barge that had slowed down, and if they missed it, then you're basically having to just tread water, if you will, until the next day to get through the locks before they shut down for the night.
And Em says she actually was at Freeport a few years ago for Christmas. It was pretty nice, and it was quite a getaway from New York. I bet you, because there was no snow, right?
I would say big temperature difference.
So we've done 2 holidays. I think just 2 holidays.
Yeah.
We've been
New Year's, and then Mel and I actually did a Christmas one. We got back Christmas Eve, but
July,
we still consider it Christmas. So
4th of July too.
Yeah, no, it's a holiday, but I don't consider it a big holiday.
Oh my gosh! It's
Really?
It's
only 250th, birthday for the country this year, man. Way to blow that off.
I'm pretty sure that we were on the Disney cruise for Halloween.
Maybe.
That'll be cool. Well, that's what the Booze Cruise 4.0, which is next October, out of Galveston on the Viva, will be Halloween. We actually
Every time someone says that. Every time someone says the Viva, all I can think of is Viva Las Vegas.
That's what I do. I keep singing that in my head.
Yep.
KK says I will be doing cruise vlogs. Okay.
Nice.
Cool.
Nice.
Very cool.
They're doing Bahamas in May is where KK's going. So there you go. Yeah, the new port is like twice, if not 3 times as big as the old port in Nassau. So
I think it's now the biggest port. I think it's now the biggest port in the Caribbean at this point.
It
I think
is.
they've reached that status officially.
Yep. And I know soon Royal's going to have the that new little private beach club, if you will,
on the other side.
On the other side, like you'll still have the lighthouse, but then right after the lighthouse, where all those homes were that got destroyed in the hurricane, that's all been bought up and turned into a private, one-time fee, if you will, getaway for Royal. So, all righty. Well, let's close out the poll. So if you haven't, before I close it out, now that you have an idea, of the different cruise line segments. Go ahead and hop in there and
KK's got one last comment.
fill out your polls on where you have cruised the most. But what do we got? We got some questions here.
KK just said one more comment.
Okay.
Oh wait, that's not it. Sorry.
KK's magically become Nightbot.
I'm sorry.
Uh-huh.
I'm in
Florida is a great place to be.
Yeah.
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 It's very it's besides the insurance, yeah. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Definitely. But yeah, we got hooked on cruises as well, KK, through Melinda's parents. They were the one who took a few. And the old school video where they had the big old boombox video cameras, and we would sit down and
my
watch
dad
them.
has probably still his video camera that he walks around.
Yep.
And all he has to do is hit somebody with it when they try to attack him.
But we would watch the video. I think the first ones they were on was Carnival, Inspiration, and Imagination, I want to say.
I don't know.
Those have been scrapped.
I'm sure he has videotape of his voices.
Yeah, but some cool things.
All right, poll time.
So poll time. Let's go ahead and shut this down and let's see what we got.
My first cruise ever was on the big red boat. That's old.
Wow.
All right. And so there you go. Yeah, that kind of shows what the market's like right now. 76%. We had 17 votes tonight. So thank you guys. So 17 votes, 76 overwhelming have been on contemporary line. So that Royal, Norwegian, Carnival, MSC, Margaritaville kind of one. And then we've had 23% have been on the premium. So again, that was Princess, Celebrity, Holland, and Disney. Mm-hmm. And nobody has been on the Deluxe luxury.
We're all poor.
And I didn't have room for River, but yeah. One of these days.
We're all poor to go on this. But you know what? I mean, you could probably still have a good time no matter what kind of ship you're on. You just got to.
It's whether you're going for the destinations or you're going about a ship. We've said that plenty of times when you're planning a cruise.
Yeah.
Yep. And we've done that on purpose. Like the one that we did for the Wonder, we picked that one for the ship, even though we had been to all those ports already before. Exactly. We were like, well, really, we wanted to get on the Wonder to see how that was.
Well, we picked for the ship, and we're picking the World
America
for the ship.
The last 3 cruises we've been on have all been specific for the ship experience.
I guess we need to pick a destination one now next.
Yeah. Well, that'll be Alaska when we go back to Alaska again.
Yeah.
Do a north-south or south-north instead of a closed loop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that pretty much starts to wrap things up. So final thoughts on cruise line segments, everyone.
I need to save more so I can get a river cruise. That's my final thought.
Yeah. If anyone's aware of tomorrow night's lottery numbers, please chat those to us as well so we can experience a few others.
Yes, and we will go for you and let you know how it was.
Absolutely.
Yes. We will sacrifice, like I said in my last vlog in Coco Cay Beach Club, we sacrificed eating lobster and steak and sipping cocktails in an infinity pool. I mean, it was tough work. It really was, but I will do that sacrifice for you guys.
I happen to have the cutest little girls for sale. They work at Disney, so you get free admission to the Disney parks. They can get you huge discounts. And they're just, they only cost a river cruiser $5.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Well, everyone, again, thank you guys so much for stopping by tonight. We really appreciate it. We do have the Caribbean Princess tour premiering this Saturday, so keep an eye on that. I'm pretty sure I'm in the 8:00 slot for Sherry's Spotlight, so keep an eye on that. We may or may not be in there because we're going to be at the rodeo, so I might pop in, but it depends on what's going on in the rodeo. And then Monday, again, we're going to be with Cruising with Calandra and talking drones. So Have a good evening, everyone,
Sorry.
and we will see you. My God, woman,
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
you are so
the girls just said
inconsiderate.
Dad's my favorite now. I quit.
I'm sorry. My baby girl is stuck in Detroit, and I was checking on her, and
Yes.
I have 33 text messages.
All right. Talk to you guys later. Night, everyone.
Bye.
Guys.